the end of Sly News after the hard left Concast broadcaster, and yes, I did say Concast instead of Comcast, credit to Donald Trump for that, lost £70 million in just 1 year, according to bombshell new reporting from the Guardian newspapers. Russell Quirk, you've got a business brain, right? It's unsustainable. Shut it down. Shut it down. No one wants to watch it. Everyone's switched off. You've been a nefarious force, Sly News, for many years, especially over the COVID era, especially over the Brexit era, and it is utterly ludicrous for any independent business to be expected to fund a station to the tune of £70 million losses annually. It's nuts.
Well, it was once an institution, wasn't it, Dan? You know,
when it was Murdoch run, yeah, it was great.
Exactly. When Murdoch ran it, a bit like Sky Australia now, it's still a bit of an institution.
Brilliant. Love Sky News Australia.
Actually,
Yep.
Some fantastic presenters in Australia, and you know, when lefties lose it, I have to say, is one of my favourite things.
Oh, with Rita Panahi, she's brilliant.
Yeah, it's second only to the Dan Wootton Outspoken show on YouTube from my point of view.
You don't just have to say that, Russ.
But put this into context. You're right. You know, I know a little bit about business. I run a business. When you of £100 million, which is of course an awful lot of money, even for someone like Comcast, who I think paid £31 billion for the entire Sky organisation originally. But put this into context: £100 million budget, but the business is losing 80 million. So that means effectively that their losses are 80% of revenue, which means their income is hardly anything. I mean, so in terms of advertising revenue and so on, it is almost negligible. And I would imagine that someone there should be asking the question as to why. And you know, what's changed over the last few years as the viewers have slid and slid and slid, and revenue therefore slides and slides and slides. Well, of course, it's their approach, it's their narrative,
yes,
it's their
because what's happened, Russell? They've gone broke because they've gone woke.
But
seriously,
the thing is,
this is direct
but they're not the only
correlation.
organisation. But look, every organisation on the left is seeing exactly this. Look what's happened to Newsnight recently. They've had to cut staff. They've had to turn it into a half-hour programme.
ITV Daytime, absolutely decimated ITV Daytime just this week.
But how does the penny not drop amongst these, albeit left-leaning executives and producers? I saw a stat recently that 70+% of producers in broadcast in Britain are lefties, right? Which explains why you've got producers, presenters, and executives pushing a left-wing narrative